everybody, and welcome to this redo of WordPress Lunchtime Bytes. My name is Arizona Lowe, and with me is David Leopold. David, welcome again.
Welcome. Is a redo the same thing as a doo-doo?
Well, it's a redo because the first one was full of doo-doo.
Okay, let's do the redo because of the doo-doo.
If it could have gone wrong Monday, it went wrong.
What you didn't actually tell me what actually. You probably think things are wrong, and I just go with the flow and say, hey, that's okay, move on.
And that's, I actually received some okay comments on the show, but it was horrible. We should definitely do a redo. The environment we're going to work in today is located at todaysvisions.com. So I am going to go ahead and do a screen share. Turn my camera off. And we're going to head over there. And not here. I typically will work in the Firefox environment. It's just because that's what I've been working in forever. However, this works equally well with Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer if you have to use it.
What's Internet Explorer? Does anybody use Internet Explorer anymore?
I don't know. That's why I say if you have to.
So the question I have for a production environment, you like Firefox best?
I do, but I'm toying around with Chrome, and I'm liking a lot of what Chrome does. It's just that, for the longest time, Chrome wasn't available and Firefox was, and, it just seemed like that was the better thing to use. So, this is today's visions, and it's going to be the environment for our training. Kind of what I'm hoping to do with today's visions is not only help market all the indies, but also train indies how to use WordPress to generate a website and a blog. So if you haven't registered for your free account yet, you want to click on the word here to register for your free account. And you can register as a supporter. Now, what a supporter is someone who's not an indie, but they kind of want to follow the indies. So they're not really going to have a website themselves. Or you can register as an indie. And when you register as an indie, you get this beautiful space, and the only cost to you is one pledge a day, give or take, and it's totally on the honor system. You can register as an Indie Plus, and you get some more features and a little bit more space, and you're invited to the online training, Indie Pro or Indie Gold. Indie Gold members are the ones that get to participate in the training, actually be on like David is. So we can step you through. You can screen share, I can screen share, and we can step you through everything.
Can I make a statement here, Arizona?
You can.
I've been for the last month or two searching for a technology solution for a project that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been looking around at a lot of different options. And if you want to scroll down that screen a little bit, to the one that you're on right now, down to Indie Gold, where I just signed up for an Indie Gold today, and I'm not getting paid to say this, but I'm going to say that at $15 a month, or more precisely $14.97 per month, it's unbelievable the things that you are going to provide for me. Plus, not on that list, and just knowing the type of person that you are, if I have a problem with anything, I'm going to have access to you because I am an Indie Gold member.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
so those you can't. It's a no. What I call a no-brainer investment to my business to be an Indie Gold for $14.97. Because
Well,
in the first 5 minutes of every month that I use the account, it's paid for itself. It only takes 5 minutes.
I hope that remains true. Yeah, I think, you know, the fact that my skill set is kind of varied. So I can help with Photoshop, I can help with Movie Maker, I can help you with social media stuff, I can help you with WordPress, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So there should never be a problem that you have on either on this site or on your site when you get your site going, which is included in the $14.97, that I can't answer. So for $14.97, you're actually getting 2 websites, which is phenomenal in and of itself. So we're going to click on Indie and we're going to sign up. And we're just going to do a Jane Doe. Jane Doe. And if there is a Jane Doe at janedoe.com, I apologize ahead of time.
You should, and if she's a Jane Doe at janedoe.com, she deserves all the harassment she's going to get.
Agreed.
Too easy to steal that account. Jane Doe at janedoe.com.
Yeah. And you can add an avatar if you would like here, or you can add one later. And we're going to add one later.
And you're going to have to help me there. I tried to add my avatar today, and I just tried to use the same avatar that I have on Google Plus, and for some reason it wasn't loading.
Okay.
So we'll have to take a look at that.
Okay. And then you get to the second screen of the login process, of the sign-up process. And I'm going to send you this. I'm going to stop sharing here real quick and send you this via chat window so that you can go out here and follow along if you want to, David. And so from here,
I was doing fine just watching you.
Okay. From here, you can go to your village bulletin board. And the village bulletin board is one of 2 places that makes life extremely easy as far as doing the share that you have to do every day. So you can find something that you want to share. I haven't shared this one yet today, I don't think. And click read more.
I need to do a shout out to Tim Longwell.
Yeah, where is he?
He's in this he just entered something in the stream.
Ah.
And he said there is a janedoe.com. you don't have permission to access on this server. Yay, Tim!
That is so funny. Okay. Wow. From this screen in here, you can write a comment. So I could leave a comment for Jehedron. A great article. can spell. And you can post a comment, or you can tweet, Tumblr, G+. I want to share it via G+. And that is how easy it is to share and take care of that minor little thing of that one tweet a day. Your other, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Can I read a question that Debbie Forand is asking in the stream?
Mm-hmm.
Debbie says, my question that I had the other day when I watched was, is there a way to connect other WordPress blogs? So say I post on my blog, if I sign up with Visions, is there a way for that blog to also post on my Visions blog automatically?
No, unfortunately. The
Why
best
don't you
thing
write some code and make it happen?
well, and that's a possibility at some point down the road. Yeah. It's unfortunate that there isn't, and there may very well be a plugin already written to do that too. I would have to do some research. At this point, it is not possible. So you would have to come out here to Today's Visions and just leave a real quick link for it. I am so sorry, Debbie. Anyway, the other quick way of sharing is right from the front page. I have the Twitter. So all of our members on Twitter, and you can just retweet from right here. I don't want to retweet that one. So that's the two easy ways to share. And then if we go back to our Join Today's Visions Part 2. And we're going to register your village address. Okay, so you're a member of Today's Visions, but you want your own site. So we're going to do janedoe.todaysvisions. And this is a fake site. I don't want it to appear in the search engines. Now, you must select a site category. So we have hot reads for authors, galleries, leadership matters, blog discoveries, all the way down the line. If you don't find a category that you feel like fits, then just go ahead and select Today's Visions, and just send a suggestion in for a category name, and we will add it if we can.
La-di-da.
La-di-da. And that is how we create the site. And
Very simple.
Of course.
Simple enough for David Leopold to be even able to do it.
Of course.
Except if I have a problem, maybe I'll ask Tim Longwell to help me out.
Does Tim think it's easy too?
Tim's a very knowledgeable individual, so if he can't, he can ultimately figure it out. There's no question about that.
That's good.
He gets it. You know, he can get into it very quickly.
It doesn't like my login here. Okay.
So the whole concept, Arizona, is that obviously Today's Visions indie village. It's a concept of a community, and it's a place where you want folks to meet on a daily basis just to see what's out there and post things and stay current with things. Very much in the same fashion that if we're a big Google user, Google Plus user like I am, that's where I go. But this will be another place for me to go as I start my day.
Yeah, it's definitely that, and I'm hoping, kind of first and foremost on my to-do list, is to get an email generated from all the new. Sorry, I'm trying to work while I'm talking. An email generated from all the new stories that happen every day.
Mm-hmm.
So that you don't even have to come out to the site if you don't want to. So it'll have the stories listed, and you just click yes, tweet or whatever. That is on the list to do.
Now, one thing, I hope it's not a stupid question, although I'm known to ask lots of stupid questions. Today's vision, is that something that is proprietary to you, or is today's visions a larger organization of which the things that you are doing are a subset to?
Today's Vision is as a subsidiary of A&G Synergy, which
Gotcha.
is
So
a company
it's
owned by Gary Ditterline and myself.
It's something proprietary to you then?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, and when I first came up with the idea of doing this, I thought, I'll put beta on it. But the problem is it's a community. So while the platform may be in its growth stage, which it most definitely is, I didn't want to put beta. David.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
Wow. Have you been talking for like the last 60 seconds?
I have.
Wow. My Google Plus Hangout screen just started going wild, and it looked like the connection was being lost.
Uh-oh.
So I hope everything. The live button is still showing up there, so I'm assuming. But I'm not seeing your camera on.
Well, I haven't got my camera on because I'm doing the screen share.
That's a good reason why I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
But I'm not seeing a screen share either, so.
I'm going back.
So something on my computer, Google Plus did something on my computer. There we go.
Yep. Okay, so we're in the back end of janedoe.todaysvisions.com, and we're logged in as Jane. And if it doesn't come up with this, David, I would go ahead and activate the easy mode until you get very, very used to how this works, and then you can go back. And the first thing we want to do is to do a header. And this is what is currently up as the header, which we don't want. And I think we'll just use this one that I've already uploaded. So what you have in this screen is it shows you what header is currently up there, which should be indie. It should reflect whichever account you signed up for. And then you can select your image. You want your image to be 1082 wide by 280 in height. And you just click Browse, and it brings up the typical browse window, and you select and then click Upload. If you already have some like I do, then you can just click one of the ones you already have and Save changes. And the cool thing about this is it shows you all your changes as you're making them. So the other thing is you can either show the text or not show the text. And click Save Changes. So I clicked off to where I'm not showing my text anymore. So it doesn't come up and say fake site anymore. It just shows a beautiful mountain scene.
Interesting. Tim Longwell tells us that he had a blink on his system also at the same time I was having mine. So it was a Google thing.
Huh, that's very, trust Google.
But you didn't see it on yours, which is kind of interesting.
It is. I wonder if Debbie did. Debbie, did you see it?
Okay, and then Tim says something else here. Take a peek. I have my profile set up on today's visions. I don't know if he wanted, he's asking you to do it live or at your leisure.
What is your website name, Tim? Is it Longwell Art? Okay, as soon as he comes back and gives us his website address, I'll take a peep and see what he's done. The other thing you can do is remove the header image, and this totally takes it away. And in which case, you definitely want to show your text. But I like it so much better with a header. So is everybody there as far as understanding what we're doing right now?
I gotta get there because I gotta start building my site.
That's right. Okay, so here is the fake site with the header. Now, from here, let's change some colors. I think that's as far as we went last time. And we go to Manage Themes and Customize. And this one should not be on. The other thing that's coming probably by mid-February is going to be a selection of different templates that you can use besides this one for Gold and Plus members. So on here, you can change your tagline because fake site is a Jane Doe site. And you can change the colors. So you can change your background color to be purple. And you can change your header color to be whatever color you would like it to be.
Tim says it is Longwell Art.
Okay, let's go see what Tim has done.
And then Debbie was asking, she can't seem to figure out how to search through the blogs.
Debbie, can you elaborate on what you mean by searching through the blogs?
Is there a directory? I guess she wants to know if there's a listing for all the different blogs that are on the site.
They're right here.
And that was her question.
Yeah, you can drop down and so like mine and I'm not seeing Longwell Art at all on here yet. Which means, did you set up, that's interesting. Did you set up your category, Tim, when you set this up? So this currently is the listing, and a directory listing, a full directory listing will be coming very soon. As we build and get more people. That's interesting because I can't pull up Longwell Art.
He's got Longwell Art dot.
Right. It should be dot today's visions.
Oh.
Todaysvisions.com. Nope. Very interesting. Okay, Tim, I'm going to get with you in a little bit and see what's going on with that. And we're going to finish going through here. We did the header image. You can do that from here as well. The background image, who was it? Lon McClure, I think, was watching Monday, and he said that he's always heard this referred to as wallpapering in the background. And I've heard of wallpaper on, tiled wallpaper on my desktop. I've never heard of a website background being called that, but anyway, so you can upload an image if you would like a background image here. And I do believe that's as far as we went last Monday.
Oh, you defined something that I was actually going to ask you, but there it is. You define an indie.
Yeah, an indie
So an
is...
indie it could be the same as a solopreneur.
Exactly. I chose to use the word indie because when this first started, my thought was that it was going to be primarily for artists and authors, and it kind of just blew up out from there, which is a wonderful thing.
People like me.
Exactly.
Exactly, David.
But we like people like you.
I hope so, Arizona. What's not to like?
Exactly. Yay. So I'm going to turn my camera back on and answer any questions. And unfortunately, when we had that little blip, what I did lose was my stream. So I'm going to have to rely on you, David, for the stream. I apologize.
Actually, people that have, it's just Tim and Debbie who have been posting in the stream, and we're up to date with both of them.
Okay, well, Debbie also had another question on Monday. She was wanting to know the difference between a curator and an indie or an indie plus or whatever. And a curator gets everything that a gold member gets, and they get paid for it. So they don't have to pay. But in addition, they are agreeing to, on a curator site, so like on Hot Reads, which is a curated site, or the galleries, which is also a curated site, they cannot post anything about their own stuff. They can only post about other indies. So the curated site is kind of a here's who we're featuring this week type deal.
I haven't heard from any of your curators yet, although I've just joined today, so.
Which category are you going to join under, David?
I'm not that far, so, like, what are my choices?
I would say for you either Leadership Matters or straight under Today's Visions.
I haven't gotten that far, so I can't give you a good answer to that. But it has to flow with all the rest of the branding that I do.
Yeah, well, whichever one you go under, so like I put this straight under Today's Visions, because it, fake site, where else am I going to put it? And I put poker under Today's Visions because I didn't know where else to put it either. But yeah, I would say for you probably Leadership Matters. It's probably the best one.
Since I have communities going on, and that's kind of, and you know, I got a large community going, and that's probably the best place for me to be.
Okay. Yeah, well, with what you do, because you're all about entrepreneurship, which is also all about leadership, because we have to be the lead ourselves. I
Is that
would
how
think
that
so.
goes? I guess you're right. That's how that goes.
Yeah, it is kind of. But if there aren't any other questions, I need to get off here and go see what's going on with Tim's site and see how come I can't see it. And I think we're done. What do you think, David? Do you think you can step through setting up your today's vision site now?
I wouldn't make that commitment, but I'm getting a, a step closer. No, because I am a slow learner when it comes to technology stuff. I've got to fool around with it, but once I get into it, then it becomes a an easy process for me. But I'm very slow to adapt because it's just I'm one dimensional. When you're a technology person, you have to be multi-dimensional.
Yeah, I will agree with that. You have to be able to both follow logic and still be able to think outside the box.
But you know what? I have lots of friends that can help me out. So I don't worry about it for a moment.
That's good. And you do realize that if you get stuck, you can just holler at me and I'll walk you through it.
I know where to call. I know I got your number, Arizona.
Good. Alrighty, so this is the second time we've done this for the Monday edition. I'm now on Wednesday. And we'll see you next Monday. Bye, y'all.